So Jon, first of all, it seems like a long time ago since you asked for that 10-minute wall of noise against Middlesbrough. What did you make of the response from the fans on that day?
Yeah, look, it was phenomenal, and I know what the fans can do here. And I said to the players after the game that you heard a little bit, but it's 5 or 10 times as loud as that when we get this place going. So I'm very confident we will in the future, and it's just about putting those building blocks in place now. I'm not going to sit here every week and be a cheerleader and ask for that. It's up to the players on the pitch to really drag that out of the fans now as well, because the fans want to see on the pitch what the players can produce, a representation of them, and the players need to take that on now. And we've got a huge 8 games between now and the end of the season, beginning with the Easter weekend coming up.
What difference did that atmosphere have on the players in that game in particular?
And for me, it was a big difference to them. I think they just saw a glimpse of what it can be like, and I said, the stadium's not full. That's not what it can be like. It's just a little glimpse, and then you take that to Preston away. And I think we took over that stadium with the noise as well, and especially when Preston equalised, our fans went louder, and I haven't seen that many times from an away following, and that just shows to me that the fans are right behind the players, and it was a bit of a pivotal moment for me to show that that's the support you have behind you. Don't worry about making mistakes on the pitch or bad run results. They'll be behind you between now and the end of the season.
Plans were recently revealed about moving Stoke City fans to either side of the tunnel and behind both goals moving forward. Is that something you support and are looking forward to seeing?
It's something I've always wanted as a player, when I was here as a player, and now sitting here on the other side. It's something that would make a difference. It's something I asked as a player, why are we allowing our away ends to go to the away fans, and I think the only time I ever enjoyed it was scoring in front of Liverpool fans, but now it will make a big difference for me. It will make a difference to players on the pitch, and I think the fans understand that. We've had a consultation, we'll have another one soon coming up, so I'll put from a player's perspective and from a technical director's perspective as well. If we can reclaim both ends, it can only benefit the players on the pitch.
As well as delivering a call to arms to fans recently, you did likewise within the club. What sort of response have you seen from the players and the staff?
Look, it's getting how I want to see things across as well, and the standards that I'd expect. What I've seen at every club I've been at, and the standards I've always held myself to as not just as a player, not just as a staff member, but as a person. And good people do good things, and it's not about being the most talented or anything like that, or it's just about being a good person, good characters. And I think that's a huge thing moving forward. That this place is got good people in. We've had a bad few years, and it's difficult sometimes to turn it around. But you're talking about before, what does a job entail and things like that. It's planning for the future, so looking towards them, what type of characters you're bringing in, because above anything else, that's the most important thing at Stoke City.
Been a few changes to the coaching setup for the run-in. Can you just give us an insight into those?
We had Alex Morris leading the under-21s, but I thought it was best placed if Alex moves into the first team for the rest of the season. We've got 8 games, and he's up in the gantry on a match day, and he goes down and speaks to the manager at half-time, yet he doesn't work with the team daily, so it's a no-brainer for me. Outside of the football club, Alex is a very, very highly thought of coach, with top coaches that I've spoken to, so he lives and breathes Stoke City. He's a Stoke City fan. He lives and breathes this football club and football in general, so it's another pair of eyes, it's another helping hand to go with what the manager's already got, which is a strong team as well, and a very close-knit team, and a good group of coaches in there from what I see on the training ground. So Alex can only supplement that, and then that just has a knock-on effect. And we talk about developing players in the academy, but as a knock-on effect now, Ryan will lead the 21s, and he'll be assisted by Liam Lawrence. Dave Hibbert with the 18s with Darren Potter, and it has a knock-on effect all the way through, because we want to develop coaches as well in this football club and be known for coaches coming through the football club wherever they may end up. Then that has the importance of the ex-players in this club and people that know what Stoke City is. And you've got Ryan, you've got Liam Lawrence, you've got Mmaee in the recruitment department, you've got Ricardo Fuller at the start of his coaching journey, you've got Theo and Conor Russo have been here in the academy and they're coaches on their first coaching steps, and it's really important to have that in the club. And for me, I think once you're part of this football club, you're part of the family for life. You should be made to feel like you're part of the family, and it's another thing that, that I'd like the club to work on as well. And you know, it's important to have that run all the way through the football club. But yeah, first and foremost, to have Alex in that first team, which he already is actually. He's already in at a desk, and he already links with the 21s. So to have him on a daily basis working with the team, another pair of eyes for 8 games, it's a no-brainer.
Looking ahead to the whole game on Good Friday, if you were still a player, what would be your mindset going into the game?
I'll be calm. I'll know what it needs to take to get the result. I'll be identifying a weakness on the pitch, and I'll be exploiting it, and that's how I approach things as a player. But you know, there'll be moments in the game things will go against us. There'll be moments in the game we're very happy, but just keep a steady head. Don't get emotional. Don't let their home fans take control of the game, and know how to manage a game. But we've got plenty of experience in that team and in the squad that know that as well. I don't have to tell them that. I can help a little bit, but we're not there to. It's an ex-club of mine, but I'm not there to make friends. It's, you know, we're there to get results, and that'll be the mentality I'd hope the players will go in with as well.
If the team can climb the table and move away from danger this season, what kind of position do you believe the club would be in to strive for a successful campaign next season?
Yeah, it's all about getting safe this year and knowing where we're at. And as I said, the first 4 games we're on target. We've got 8 games, so another 4-game block which will come around really quickly now in the space of 2 weeks. And then it's about just putting building blocks in. We just want to improve on where we're at, and we'll put the strong foundations in and get the right people, or get the right mindset in the building, and then drive those standards throughout the whole club, not just the first team, the academy, every department we have in here as well, and then building in every department and getting the message, you know, of what it takes and how we're gonna build this football club back to being where it was. And in my eyes, it's an unbelievable club in the country with some of the best, if not the best owners in the country that have been. I've had a bad time of it over the past few years with where they've been, but the club should be a lot higher than where it's at now. There's no doubt about that. With what's in place here, with what investment they're putting in here, with what they already got here, with what they want to do with the football club. Going off on a tangent now, but if you look at the commercial side, if you look at what Simon King's doing at the club, if you look at the commercial department, the ticket office, the fan zone we want to build, they're creating everything there to be a Premier League club. And partly it's my job to be able to populate what they're doing, and they do a phenomenal job behind the scenes. It's a well-run machine here, and it's partly my job, and the head coaches and the players to be able to fill that, to get full stadiums, to reward the hard work that they're putting in behind the scenes, because it doesn't go unseen from my point of view. And really this club should be aiming to build year on year. Not saying we should be getting promoted next year, but we're saying we should be improving on where we're at, and then improve again, and suddenly you are where you should be. And then once you're in that Premier League, it's pushing on. And for me, it's the aim's not to get to the Premier League, the aim's to get to improve on where this club's ever been. And you know, we've finished 9th, 3 years on the run. That's not beyond this football club by any means. And with that brings trophies, brings cup runs, brings European football, and that's your top aim. But now it's putting those bricks in place, putting those foundations in, and getting every department aligned in this football club, aligned with the stadium, and then getting it to where it needs to be. But it takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. But we'll have the people in place to be able to do that.